Hello.
Hello,
I like
nice
how
to
how your name still say Moon Hao there.
I am Moon Hao. Actually, we are the same person.
Okay. You guys are technically the same person since you guys are both tech lead.
Um, okay,
So how is your day?
good, good. It was a good morning. How was yours?
It's good. I made myself some coffee. I made myself some breakfast. I'm addicted to coffee. Yeah. Um so you just come back from Japan, right? So what is the things that you like the most when you come back here from Japan? Since you've been working in Japan for like how many years? 3 years? 4?
Yeah, about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
What are the things I like when I come back? You mean Malaysia things
Yeah.
or?
No, like Indonesia.
uh, uh, I think I miss the food the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in Japan, the first 3 months is amazing because Japanese food and it's so nice, so good, and it's cheaper. But after that, after the 3 months, it's still the same thing. Then you'll be like, I want something else, but they don't have so much varieties.
Mm-hmm.
So when I come back to Malaysia, it's like you have all the foods in the world here, and it's even cheaper than Japan. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing that makes me happy.
Okay. Then
I'm a
what is the
foodie,
first thing?
so yeah.
Okay. Then what
What's
is
the
the
first
one
thing?
thing you have when you're here?
Uh, the first thing I came back after I came back was to eat. It was the Mei Min, if you know. It's near my university in Cheras. So when I was a student, I used to go there a lot to eat. It's
Uh-huh.
always a long. They always have long queue to get a bowl of Min.
Okay. I never have that before. Maybe next time.
After CMCO, yeah, I'll bring you there.
Can can. Okay. It's nice to have you here. Let's just I have some questions for you today, so maybe you can share some answer and what you think about stuff with us. So the first is what brought you to Intrinsic and what are you looking for here?
Um, what brought me to Intrinsic? I was looking for growth,
Mm-hmm.
looking for a place where I can contribute and share what I've learned from Japan. And I want to build a strong and also close team, a team where you can call each other as a friend or even family, not just colleagues. So I think building a great system together is nice, but building it with nice people will be meaningful. So far with the 3 months here in Tracy, I think it's the right place here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's like sweet. Okay, I'll be very happy to, you know, be part of your team. But then just now like you mentioned, you want to build a team that's called family and stuff. Is there any particular person or particular things that influence you to feel that way or want to pursue in this direction? Because it's not stuff that every person is looking for in their career.
um, I don't know, it's since university, because I joined a lot of student associations and doing events together with friends.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like personally, I do projects by myself and stuff. So maybe with all my past experience, I feel like even though if you achieve the same thing by doing it yourself or doing it with a team, even though the outcome is the same, but with friends or with a team that do this together, it felt much more meaningful, and you have more motivations, and the it's more fun to do it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
actually harder to do it with a team.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to achieve that here.
Okay, I can
Hmm.
completely relate to this. Um, I've been just working with really close team for my previous work experience as well, and I can definitely see the difference when you're working with team and when you're working with friends. You feel like, oh, you're looking forward to work every day. You can't wait to share and discuss this project with your friends, and you are happy, you're proud of the outcome
Yeah.
because it's a work that you guys do together, not as a person that in charge of this
Hmm.
thing.
It
Yeah,
is
that's
more
it.
than just work, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
people.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. um so so is that a person that you know you look up to, and that changed you, like in your perspective of working?
Yeah. There's this one person, my previous direct manager, Ben,
Mm-hmm,
when I was working in Japan. So he's the kindest person I have ever met, to be honest. And everyone in the company and in the team trust and believe in him because he take good care of us and protect us from all the unnecessary stress and keep us well and productive. So the empowerment he gave to us was incredible. And I think as a manager, it's really hard to do what he does. And I want to be like him.
oh, that's awesome. um I think I can relate to that. It's very hard for a person to. It's very easy for a person to say, "I don't want to give you stress," but then it's very hard for the person to actually embody what they say. Yeah,
Mm,
so my previous boss is kind of like this, where he would tell us, oh, I have been blocking all this client bad feedback from you because I don't want you to feel stressed or bad about yourself and stuff like that. And then uh in the end, where he wasn't he wasn't successfully in taking the case, and then he would just push every stress and every bad thing on us and tell us, like, I do this to you, why you still cannot do this? So in the end, all the bad, like, responsibility and stress will just still fall back to us. So this is what I think, like, actually it's very hard to um, keep the stress
I think
when you
that's
say it.
the worst of a working place because like imagine you have that kind of a team manager, you don't have the sense of security, right? Because
Mm-hmm,
uh, whatever you do, you don't feel appreciated, and when things goes wrong or go south, your manager will just blame it on you, and you probably be blamed for all these things. So like what people always say, people don't leave the company because of the company, right? They leave because
mm-hmm.
of the manager.
Yeah.
So I think, so I was really lucky to have Ben in my past experience, and he has taught me a lot of things.
Mm-hmm,
And even until now, when I face a lot of problems, I would think of what would Ben do in this case, and I will more like my mental mentor
mm-hmm.
in this case to, yeah, to make judgment.
He is like your fairy godfather.
Yeah.
Like you have someone, your fairy godfather or something, and then you'll be like, oh, what will Ben eat today? Something like that.
I think it's important to have someone like this in your mind, right?
Mm-hmm,
Because sometimes when we are stressed or confused, we are weak, and during that time, those time we will need a guidance.
mm-hmm,
So if you input such a person in your mind, so when you're lost, you will be putting yourself out of the picture and think
mm-hmm,
of the third person perspective. It doesn't have to be someone that you know, it can be even someone you admire.
mm-hmm,
So like if you like Lincoln,
mm-hmm,
Abraham Lincoln,
mm-hmm,
so you'll be thinking, oh, what would he do in this case?
mm-hmm,
So I think that is really helpful for everyone if you were to manage things and people.
mm-hmm. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. Sometimes I will forget to
So
do that.
so who's the person you look up to?
Um, I think I'm kind of similar to yours, where still like from my past previous working colleague, is the senior on the UIUX senior that I worked before. He is a freelancer, but then um, he is a really knowledgeable person in terms of both UIs and UX stuff. Um, like not to say about the UI lah, because you know like every UI is there, but then in UX stuff, I just like how he think. Sometimes you know you get stuck on a particular problem, and then he would just come up with a solution and think out of the box and really take care of the stuff that nobody really think about, like a minor details. And I really look up to him like, oh wow, how can he, you know, be so details oriented, but then he's still really uh, creative and free flow, free minded, but then he is able to be focused and really details oriented, but then he's able to look at the big pictures and what do you need on that particular situations to help um, the whole system. Yeah. So sometimes, a lot of the times, not sometimes, when I have a design problem and then I'll just exactly on what you do, I'm like, okay, if I'm this guy, okay, his name is Fami, what will Fami do? Yeah. Or even some design problems sometimes. He's kind of like my mentors. So I will just text him like, hey, what will you do? I need your input. Something like this. Yeah. So when you say just now like your situation with bands, I can relate to that a lot. Where this person really changed your view on how to uh, look at this situation and really like, oh, I want to be him. There's still something. So how you try to make positive impact through your professional career? Is that is that a way that, because you know sometimes you have, I kind of lost my word there, but then like in short terms, how you um consistently try to make a positive impact, you know, through your professional career when you feel stuck.
When I feel stuck.
Yeah, or just in general, you know, I just say feel stuck, you know, just to give you something to start with. But then it can be a general thing,
Mm.
just a daily thing. How you try to make a positive impact.
The the positive impact is, I would say, uh, I try to leave the positive impact to the team
Mm-hmm.
and to the company. So what I do is I praise and I thank.
Mm-hmm.
So when someone did a good job, I'll praise them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I do this because I remember when I first joined my very first team, I wasn't very bright. So I try really hard to learn and pick up to be a professional.
Mm-hmm.
So time to time, I'll receive a compliment for the work I did,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt really good and appreciated. So I want to pass this good energy to others and do the same thing too. So I think it's the smallest thing I could do to appreciate my team's hard work and effort.
Mm-hmm. I think that's
So
awesome.
yeah,
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 it really can make a difference. You know, it encourages people to try harder.
mm.
That's awesome. I wish I can have someone like that when I just start working. You know, because I really don't know
I'll
nothing.
tell
Yeah.
I'll
What?
share this to Ivan
No, when
so he can praise you more and
I first he did. You know, when I first start working, yeah, it really motivates people. That's what I can say.
yeah, I can still remember my first that moment when I felt really good was when I was still a very junior. I was given a task to rebuild something. So I built it really fast. Like within a day, I finished the whole rebuilding the website.
Mm-hmm.
And then my project manager was like, "Wow, like, uh, wow, you're so quick." So these are not like a thank you or something, but it's like a compliment that,
Mm-hmm.
like, out of their expectations. So it felt really good to receive this compliment.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it made my day, and I was even more productive that day to to do things
Yeah.
even faster. So yeah.
Yeah. There's this challenge where um you need to continuously like find the positive things about people and compliments them. So
Mm,
that's the challenge. So there's one day I think I just take the challenge, and then it's hard at first
mm,
to constantly look for um the good things to praise, because
right.
sometimes nothing happens. Then you need to
Mm,
really.
I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can relate that. So last time when I was in university, I remember someone said that before, and I think his name is Sylvester.
Mm-hmm.
So he was the vice president of the student, the university, right?
Mm-hmm.
So oh, I so what he does is he try to praise, uh at least compliment the person every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember, like, so I met him in the library one day. So he looked at me, and he looked at my shoe, and then he say, "Oh, that's a nice shoe."
Uh-huh.
So you see, it's very easy to praise someone, and I think praising is a good thing that we should
Mm-hmm.
do more often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be much, but it can be very little, but it has to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you really think, oh, that's a really nice shoe, then you say out. So it's not like a fake compliment that, oh, you're
Mm-hmm.
just gonna say it's a nice shoe or whatever you see anybody. So you look at a person and say one thing nice about them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just something, I think it's very good. And
Yeah.
I still think I'm really lucky to, uh, know all these kind of people in my
Mm-hmm.
past.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
can I say that now I can just look forward to your compliment every day?
Yeah, nice mic you have there.
Thank you. Or
Yeah,
like one day, just before meetings, or we are not even opening the webcam, and then you just suddenly slap me, hey, nice
that-
shoes.
May I know the reason why you have that mic? Why you buy
um
that mic?
I sometimes I like to mix YouTube videos.
Ooh,
Yeah, so I have
what
another
sort of
mic.
videos?
I just whatever I like. I start
Do
with
you sing?
no, I don't sing,
Oh,
but I start with I love lipsticks. I buy lipsticks just like a collections. So it's my personal hobby. Okay. So I like to review lipsticks.
mm.
Yeah, so do swatches and just review the lipstick. How do you feel? What do I feel using the lipstick for like a month, 2 months? Yeah.
Okay.
then I got this, and then I got to ASMR. Then I start to make a few ASMR video, but then it's very hard to make ASMR videos. Take a lot of effort. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I just like nice audio in
Mm.
general.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right.
So I use like good earphones. I try my best to
Mm.
have like good sounds. Yeah, I'm
Mm.
audio
I think you should
hacks.
sing. You should try making a music video.
I cannot sing.
Nah, you sing. Okay, never mind.
Don't want to tuck me. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So what is your favorite part of the working weeks? Not favorite
Uh,
part, but then yeah,
mm.
favorite part can.
It would be 15 and 15
Mm-hmm.
on Friday. So,
Can you tell like what is 15 15, just for
oh
people that
yeah,
don't know?
right. 15 and 15 is the team bonding sessions that we have here in Intrinsic. So every Wednesday and Friday, twice a week. It's a very short sessions where everyone will come together and stop thinking about work. So we'll take turn and everyone will ask questions. It can be any random questions and everyone just share their thoughts and hang out sort of things. So I like these sessions because weekdays we work very hard to build things and the system and the work related stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So these sessions is like a windows for what I think to and it's a time where I can smile and laugh and and talk to people, like especially now when we all work remotely.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel this is a very important and valuable sessions for the team, right? And I like spreading the positive energy around you.
Like spreading
So
cold jokes.
lame jokes. So and of course the other reason was because it's Friday,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the other part of the favorite.
So do you have like favorite questions so far? What is your favorite question that you got to ask or you got to answer so far?
Hmm, favorite questions.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, maybe Allison's the robot questions. What if the robot cheats, right? Is it?
Mm.
So is it? Would you be angry
Mm-hmm.
if your in the future if your robot partner cheats on you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's a very very random questions, but because it's random,
Mm-hmm.
so everyone like just share their thoughts and just like questioning like what kind of robots
Uh-huh.
and like why would he cheat? Can we return to the factory or can we refund?
Uh-huh.
This so it doesn't have to be anything that's logical, but
Mm-hmm.
it's when we hang out in at Mamak or drinking sessions, we don't talk anything constructive. It's more
Mm-hmm.
like the the weird things that we talk about, and that's the most has the best bonding effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Right.
really don't know how Alison think of all the questions. She usually just give the the most creative questions, I would say.
Yeah, he can be a designer, maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I haven't seen her work before. Maybe she will need to give me her portfolio first.
I'll tell her that.
I don't think she want to change job. Developer is very good. Okay. Hey, yeah. Back then you told me that you are a UI UX designer at first, right? So you do UI UX first.
In university, I started with designing posters and events, stuff like that, and then uh, the more I design, then I start teaching people, having some sharing class or sessions to teach other students how to make a poster for their clubs. And so I use a lot of illustrators and print a lot of banner, bunting, large size stuff. And when you deal with building a website and everything like that, so normally you have a UI UX designer,
Mm-hmm.
but in the case where you're working alone,
Mm-hmm.
um, so it becomes so you also help in like designing how the structure will look like, what are the UX experience in this, and also join a competition for Maybank UIUX in 2016, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like designing. It was fun. So yeah, I didn't practice much these days. It's more on coding part, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I think I can still design if you ask me to.
Okay, then I'll ask you to, Mark, can you help me to design this?
Okay, yeah.
Hey, then how about that Maybank competitions? What is that about?
Wait, let me check. So it didn't say. So I have the certifications there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a UI UX competition for their mobile app.
Mm-hmm.
Last time they don't have a mobile app yet, so they were
Mm-hmm.
having these competitions for all the universities to come up with a design for both UI and also UX.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined the competition. My lecturer asked me to join. Actually, I didn't notice about this before. So my lecturer was saying, hey, Mok, you should join this because I think you can do it. So I just spent, I didn't, to be honest, I didn't spend much effort.
Mm-hmm.
So I make some ideas about the the whole mobile experience, what's important for the user to see and what's not. So, and I made it to the top 10. And I also think because I didn't put in 100% my effort. So, uh, so I just present what I did. I think I just, it wasn't much, I would say, compared to others, people who did more.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't win the competitions, but it was definitely a very good experience for me to, you know, to also know how other people design the thing, and I also get to present to all the CEOs from like the big companies like Google Malaysia, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Facebook was there too. So
That's
it was
really
quite
cool.
fun, yeah.
Yeah. I can guess it must be like super nerve wracking. Like very ganjiao.
Yeah, I think it was one of the biggest stage
Uh-huh.
that time for me to present.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my phone on my hand
Uh-huh.
just in case, like, you know, if I forgot the points that I want to mention.
Uh-huh.
So, but throughout the whole time, I was just constantly looking at the phone because I have it on my hand. So, you know, like after I say a point and
Oh, okay. So let's continue about that frozen part. You're looking at your phone constantly throughout the presentation. Then
yeah, it wasn't good, but I made it naturally, so it doesn't look so bad. Like, you know,
uh-huh.
I'm not like looking at the phone and read, but I'm like, you know, I think it's still fine. In my opinion, I think it's okay. So
Do
there
they
is no
record
ranking.
the sections?
No.
Oh, it would be awesome if there's a video
Yeah.
and then we can just look back to it.
Um. Okay. Luckily, they didn't. Yeah, it was quite fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good opportunity for like especially for students to have this platform to practice, or you know, to test their ideas and
Mm-hmm.
to get recognitions from
Does
the
any audio
community
of
on.
your idea get used by Maybank?
Uh, no, so they picked the champion.
Uh-huh. So they
So,
use the
but now
champion's
that
idea?
the yeah, but now the Maybank app is released, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not what he designed.
Oh,
Maybe they
okay.
improvise it, or they, I don't know.
Yeah, I actually like
Yeah.
the Maybank apps a lot. I think Maybank app is kind of like a very well designed app. Hey, just now, what do you say again? You say you used to work in DJ?
DJ.
DJ?
I was a
What?
DJ. Not the club DJ, not the Zouk. You know Big Bad Wolf?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was there. Like I was the DJ there. So yeah.
What? This is like such a big contrast. You know, I was imagining you on a nightclub and then trying to DJ and then suddenly change to
No, no, no.
big bad.
So it's those more like an announcer playing
Uh-huh.
music or announce like promotional scripts and all these things,
Mm-hmm. Announced in
and
English
some
or in Chinese?
English.
Oh.
English. So, and some lost kids case or lost items.
Do
Yeah.
you still remember how they announced like lost kids? What would you say?
Uh, there's a script for that. So something like you know, so ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? And so we have a kid. If I can get his name, so I'll talk to the kid first, and if I can get his name, will be better. I can just say his name. Otherwise, I'll say like what shirts he's wearing, around what age, and he's at the DJ counter now. Please come and
Uh,
pick him up or something.
is it a lot of lost kids?
A few,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay. That's
You know, when
nice.
I don't know, like parents when they read They just focus on reading, and their kids just run away, and I
Can
don't
you
know.
imagine you're like in a book fair and then you're just so focusing into readings and then your kids just gone?
I don't know. I don't have a
I
kid yet.
cannot. I mean, if
When I
I don't
have, I'll
want
tell
to,
you.
okay, please like do a reminder here or somewhere. It's like Bob will
I'll
update us.
probably, now they have those bag that has a strings attached to
Mm-hmm.
your waist or something, long enough that you can still play around, but
Mm-hmm.
it won't go too far. But I don't know. Like, yeah, it looks useful, but I don't think I'll buy that.
Okay, okay. I was kind of like, I think you will say I will use that, but luckily you say you
You
won't.
know what I will use? I'll buy those GPS tracker or even a phone. Just put
Oh.
in his bag. So if in case he really went missing,
Mm-hmm.
then I can still find him, right?
Yeah. No lah, I think not his bag, maybe in his pocket or something.
Why?
Right? Because sometimes kids they don't like all this mah, and then they will just take it down.
I'll inject it into his under his skin, so even if he got kidnapped, I can find
I
him.
thought about this, it's like a pet already, I tell you, like how people they will put the GPS thing in their pets, and then when their pets got lost and then they can track them. So it's kind of like your pet.
Depends how you put it, but it's for his safe. It's for his own good.
Mm,
That's what all the parents say.
imagine you are like 20 years old and then your parents can track you because that GPS thing.
So when you're sleeping, they inject to you, right?
Huh. I wonder if it hurts. Like, is it painful to get that?
All right, I think we stray too far from the the topic.
But then it's kind of similar to how people they will put the
Okay, we're still on this.
implant and then you can pay with the
You
implant.
know, Elon Musk, the what's that called? The the brain, I think it's called Neuralink. So I think they're already on the stage where they can do microsurgery that
Oh.
is thinner than your hair, and to implant things in your head, so you can actually receive, maybe not receive, but at least send out signals.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can even probably, after it links to your brain, it has like some sort of port. I think you can plug in things.
Wow.
So I
Huh.
think pretty soon in the future, maybe, I'm not sure, we might have something cool.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to be surprised anymore.
If alien comes in,
Yeah. Like just come on, come. What
like
can
how
happen?
2020 will end is like
Yeah.
the spaceship will come.
Can you imagine like the last day of 2020? December 21st, 31st. Dun.
What if it's all a game? Like, the how do you know if this world is real,
The thing is, we don't know. And I
right?
won't even
So
be surprised. I have this one very like uh thoughts, right? Someone says that this life that you have now, if you believe in past life, right? So the people you meet this life is someone that you already met in your past life.
what if it's a loop? When we die, it resets. Everyone
Yeah,
resets.
yeah. So there's a possibility that someone you met in your life, this life, is someone that you met on your past life. So imagine now I know you, right? You as a person. So meaning maybe somehow I already, as a past life April, already met you before. And then
So your
what is
past
that
life would
story
be
like?
called March.
Yeah, or maybe May or something. And then I already met you before. And then I just start thinking about like, oh, what is all
Wait,
the
is
story?
March a proper name? Is it a name? I know April is a name. May is also a name.
June.
June is also a name.
Yeah.
But no
I
one
mean, you
called
can
March, right?
basically make anything a name,
Really?
right?
I mean, as
People,
in valid name who people use. Because I like
um,
April, May, June is what people use, right?
Yeah. Others is not really like a suitable.
Is April the name that your parents gave you,
No,
or the
no, no,
name
no,
that
no, no,
you?
no. April
Okay.
is something that I gave myself.
So what's the story behind this name?
Uh,
Is it,
I,
did you name it on April? I
no,
mean,
no, no,
during
no, no, no,
April
no, no,
time?
no, no. It's just I have a few English name before, but then I just keep feeling like
So
okay,
you used January, February,
no.
March already. Now you're using April.
I still remember the first English name I gave myself is Jasmine, but then like back
Then
then I still this, and then the second one I think is Vela, but then it's very not me
so can we
when
call you Jasmine or Bella now?
no, please call me April. Please do call me April. Because when I have that, right, I still keep feeling like it's not me.
Okay, so April
Yeah,
is you.
yeah, yeah. Then I just come across this name April. Then I'm like, yes, April is me. Then I just stick with April.
It would be fun the next name you call yourself May. So in the future when you say this, you say, oh, I used to call
It's
April
come.
before and now I'm May.
No, no, no. I even have a tattoo of April here. So it's like, oh, I
Okay.
tattoo my past name.
Um, okay, yeah. Which months were you born?
October.
Okay.
But I cannot call myself October. It will be like, hey, Oc.
Hey Orc.
Yeah, do you consider to give yourself an English name?
I did
What was your English name? English
G
name. What?
so like you added my Instagram is Gmok, so Gmo.
I don't know. I sometimes not sometimes already. It's all the times.
I it was I think it's similar with you. I used to have a few names that I uh gave myself, and also names that my friends gave me.
Uh huh.
So even now I have a different names in different group of friends.
Uh huh.
Uh,
Multiple
so
identity.
yeah. So and when I was working part-time as a tutor last time,
Mm-hmm.
I have a teacher name or tutor name. So now I don't really have name. I put a G in front of my name Mok was because sometimes like when I introduce myself, my name is Mok, most of the people will be like, what? Mok? What? So I have to repeat a few times. So at the end, so two nouns will be easier to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
So Gmod would be like, oh okay, Gmod, nice to meet you. For the
Mm-hmm.
person who like stranger, I'll say my name is Gmod.
Okay. Then what is your other's name?
Uh, I use Kent
Ken
for
Kent.
K and
Okay.
yeah
That's
for
interesting.
when I was a tutor, and so my Subang group of friends, I forgot how it happened, but one day they was naming people, like give people's name, like all my friends, and then just give like, okay, so more Johnny lah. So, but Johnny is not it's not JOHNNY, it's
Uh-huh.
JONI, Johnny. So until now they still call me Johnny. It's like
I
Johnny. So I will
think
just
Johnny is
like
so
like
not you.
whatever, just
I cannot
yeah.
imagine you as a Johnny.
Yeah, and the way they say is also quite like
Johnny.
Johnny, like no, it's like a Chinese style, like Johnny. Yeah,
That's hey. Then you say you work as a tutor before? What like
yeah,
primary
part
school
time.
or secondary school?
Tuition center.
For
So
for
primary school.
mm-hmm.
So it's more like a homework class that they can ask me anything. So I don't teach a subject,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yeah, I just make sure they do their homework and they can ask me any homework and I'll teach them how to do it.
Oh, so how was it?
I hate kids. Yeah.
Well, how
Some kids are
you?
nice,
Uh-huh.
but mostly are just uh right, it's troublesome, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. I was
My
expecting you going
girlfriend
to
knows this.
give me some like
Well, yeah.
explanation or cool experience, and you just I hate kids.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's interesting. How long you been working as a tutor there?
Can't remember. I think less than a year.
Oh, there's still quite some times eh. So
Yeah.
meaning, wow, that's still quite some times, huh? Are you still is you study? Like still a
Yeah, it was
student
part
back then?
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was a high school student. I think from
Oh,
four around there, from three.
wow.
Yeah. I started
That's
working since I was 13 or
mm-hmm.
11. Yeah.
So what is your like ever since you start working, right? Until now, what is your most memorable job experience?
I think all of them are really
Uh-huh.
memorable. I also worked as an insurance agent before.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember because my mom was an insurance agent as well. So
Uh-huh.
uh, I can't, you know, uh, introduce the policies or the plans that I have to my relative. So I have to do co-market. So I
Uh-huh.
have to pay money to the shopping mall. You know, they have a booth where people stand there and then approach people like, hey, you wanna understand, you wanna know more about this new plan that we have in Chinese or in English. So, but I did quite a lot of sales using
Uh-huh.
cold call. So, and in a book
Wow.
fair, in all this, and yeah, so all this will job experience give you uh growth experience in
Mm-hmm.
different aspect. So I'm happy who I am today and all
Mm-hmm.
the soft skills I have and how, and also understand more about insurance, more about the financial things. You know, when you do the job, you learn more than other than just people telling you.
Mm-hmm.
So I also learned a lot about sales. I used to work as a phone salesman in the Summit Pyramid, and I
I
was the
think
top
you
sales there.
never seems to surprise me with your past job experience. It just keep coming out more and more and more. Okay, what
Yeah.
else? Phone sales.
What else? Uh, Flyers, giving
Uh-huh.
flyers, and that was my first job. And uh, a lot, I would say, a lot of small things. Small, I mean, a temporary job. I can't remember, but I used to do a few business as well.
Mm-hmm.
So like selling coffee machines, building a team, building a like a, and also multi MLM
Mm-hmm.
and Amway coffee MLM. Or most of not most, some of the MLMs I did all, and then the forex, the financial ones, the money game, and yeah.
Wow.
So and so
I
it's fun. I mean, as long as you don't harm people, is
mm-hmm.
I think it's good to personally go into these areas and
Mm-hmm.
pick up a few things and learn how insurance sells insurance and how MLM get a team. You know how
Mm-hmm.
they build a team, and then you can use this knowledge around.
Mm-hmm.
So I first joined the networking business.
Mm-hmm.
And then I joined the insurance. So I use the things that I learned in the networking to insurance, and also how they sell things from my phone sales technique.
Mm-hmm.
So like how to compare things and how to make things looks more valuable to people,
Mm-hmm.
and price is just a concept. So all these things I think is a very good. You can't learn this in the school or university. No one teach you this.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to go and try things by yourself and go and join people, go and join groups and business, and they will teach you all different sort of things.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting. Like if I have two things now, I will really want you. Can you try to sell me something? Like, sells me an iPad or
Okay.
an iPad Pro and an iPad Air. Can you?
Oh, you wanna sell
Yeah.
you two iPads?
No. Just let's say the scenario is I want to buy an iPad, and then you want to try to sell me an iPad Pro.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Because
instead of
just how
selling
you
you,
say like like how they sells you
mm,
and make you think that the price is
mm,
not like as important, right? So I'm kind of
right.
interested.
So the way you speak. So I'm not gonna sell you, tell you what to or to sell you now, but I will tell you the how I will sell you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so first, of course, if you're already looking for iPad Air and I want to sell you iPad Pro, I will tell you the difference first to get you understanding what are the difference, and then tell you the price. So this price will change in exchange to these values,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll explain to you how these values is important for you in the next 2 to 3 years. So to enlarge this value that you see, if you don't spend this money now, you actually will be lost. So if you buy the iPad Air in the 2 years to 3 years time, this would not worth much. And if you buy the Pro and 2 to 3 years, it's still worth a lot, and you can still work as normal, and you will not have any problems, and you even have more benefits from that. And how you shouldn't look at the price actually, but look at what you need.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is how I will sell things to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not selling the iPad to you, but I'm selling the value to you.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. So does it change the way you buy things after you work as a phone
Yeah, of course.
seller or anything like that? So how
Everything
would
I
you get
buy,
stuff now?
uh, I used to look at the price first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, personal buying habits. Now I look at the quality, and
Mm-hmm.
because I know the cost is really cheap, so and a lot of things are marketing. So things like Coke, right? Coca-Cola,
Mm-hmm.
why they are so expensive? Because you pay their marketing fees as well. And iPhone, they are why are they so expensive? Because you see their advertisement everywhere in the road and on the road and in the TV.
Mm-hmm.
So once you know how the money works behind and why are the price set so at that price because of their branding and marketing, not so much of their cost, the
Mm-hmm.
real cost, then you try to. So first you need to understand, and then then you will know how to find the correct sourcing, maybe to the factory if they do selling like units, or you'll find your ways to get still the same quality or even better quality with a cheaper price. And in terms of like product, like insurance and all these, they can't really say anything that's not true to me because I know how it works behind.
Mm-hmm.
So when they try to sell me, and a salesman will only say good things, right? They
Mm-hmm.
will never mention about bad things or the stuff. So I have this advantage that I know, so I can ask them this question to
Mm-hmm.
truly understand what the plan is. And when you buy like financial, or I invest in stock market and all these things, unit trust and all this, so you get more. Uh, People can't. You won't get scammed easily now,
Mm-hmm.
and you also know how to validate, how to investigate or look at the product quality even more truly.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a questions you can ask to insurance guy? Is that a
Uh,
go-to questions you ask?
a few questions actually.
Uh-huh. Like what?
So
Can you give one example?
like saving plans, when they sell, right, they
Mm-hmm.
will normally just give you the price for plan A. So saving plan always have two plans, plan A and plan B.
Mm-hmm.
So every year you get this interest rate, or interest A or interest B,
Okay.
right? Um so they will say, on the past records, we have been giving 7 years of interest A,
Mm-hmm.
so it's almost safe. Even if there is interest B, it also just be 1 year. But all these things they will not mention to you unless you ask. And of course, like the cash, uh like I know it's adjustable because I used to work as an agent before. So
Mm-hmm.
if I want the saving plan to be shorter, I can actually request. And sometimes they'll tell you, oh, it's fixed. Then I know they don't know it's adjustable, or they uh, don't know much about it. So a lot of technical thing, and
Mm-hmm.
what's the values of does it cover TPD, total permanent disability, or all these kind of things. If
Mm-hmm.
they never mention, if they didn't cover, you didn't ask, means it's not. So you don't know, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
only know what they tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should join,
Okay.
and then
Join what? Join
you
insurance. I don't think I
part
can make a
time.
good salesperson.
It's okay. Just go and learn, like because insurance is important for everyone. Even I
Mm-hmm.
don't sell it now, but I understand, and it is important to have insurance in your life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did have insurance, but I never sells an insurance. I don't know.
Mm.
How long you been working as a
A
insurance
year plus,
agent?
1 year,
Oh,
because you need to
okay.
get license. You can't just sell
Oh,
insurance. You need to
okay.
take the test. So I took 2 tests. I can sell saving plans. I can sell medical insurance and stuff. You need to have the knowledge
So
before you
even
sell
now,
it.
you can still sell the insurance
I need
now.
to check. I'm not sure whether
Okay.
if it renews or, but I don't plan to sell because you have to service people. Like when you go into hospital, you call the insurance agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, don't call me.
Of course, I will not call you.
Yeah, but if you need help, I can help you.
Yeah, like if
Yeah, to
I
explain
need it.
things.
Yeah. Okay. How long have we been talking already?
One day,
Okay, let's
I think
let's
people would think we are very free, or
let's go to the last one. Okay, like it's almost the end of the years already. So, do you have any goals for yourself for until the end of this years, like a short-term goal that you wish you can achieve?
personally or work wise.
Both.
Yeah, work wise, of course, we're building a lot of process here to automate things. So uh, of course, I hope this will be done. But this is too optimistic. Uh, Building process to automate the system stuff, and as well as the onboarding, because we're hiring a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people. So um, we are hiring now. So we hope to automate this process to give the most to the new joiners to our team, and that's what I hope to achieve in terms of work by this year. For personally, because of all this work, to be honest, I'm quite busy for around this time. So I hope by the end of the year, I will have more time, and personally, to have more work-life balance that I would like to have.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, as work-life balance, right? So what will you do if you really like have this so-called work-life balance? What is the first thing you would do or try to have?
Um, I probably not. So there's no commitment outside of
Okay.
work, right? So
Uh-huh.
I might still code. So I might still do
Okay.
some personal projects and do learn new technologies and stuff, which
Mm-hmm.
is fun for me to build stuff. So because there's no commitment, so it's fun to do, and I can do whatever I want and to try things out. And to maybe personally to watch Netflix or dramas. I've been even anime, and I don't have time to watch them now. And like all these recreational entertainment. But I guess that's my personal time. But most of the time, I think outside of work, I'll need to give it to my girlfriend. So
Mm-hmm. What
um,
a sweet person you are. I think I need to just cut this and then just send it to your girlfriend. She will
yeah, but
love it.
she's been very kind. Like she never complains me working so much now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because he's CMCO. So to be honest, there's not much things we can do. So I think it's a good time for me to work more as well in this time. And hopefully when
Mm-hmm.
CMCO is finished, then I might also have more time, and when things are better here, right?
Okay. Yeah, you're like one of the most hardworking people that I see that can still
I came
update
from
stuff
Japan.
and like I receive emails at 12 a.m. in the morning saying Mok is
I
doing
think
something.
I got influenced by Ben,
Mm-hmm.
the manager, because I I was in Japan, when I was about to sleep, like 11 or 12, I
Uh-huh.
received a lot of emails like he's working in the office. So he went back to the office and work. So and then the next morning I'll talk to him and I will be like wow, you work so late, and then she will apologize to me. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you received the notifications and stuff. I said no, it's fine. But he,
Wow.
yeah, he. So now in his positions, I understand why he do this, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's just too many works to do, and you still need to get things done, and it's
Mm-hmm.
part of the ownership and responsibilities, not so much
Mm-hmm.
of like 9 to 6 and you clock out.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you own something,
Mm-hmm.
you want to take good care of it.
Mm-hmm.
The time doesn't really, you don't really have a working time because it's part of you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a very good
I have a friend, I have
mindset.
many friends, they do startup,
Mm-hmm.
they work weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Like weekends they work 11, 12 hours.
Mm.
So for me, because I have friends like this, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not something unusual. I
Mm.
guess I think you shared before, right? Kuala Lumpur and Japan is like the one of the top, or Singapore top working or overwork people in
Mm-hmm.
the world.
Yeah. Maybe it's just all the Malaysian that come back from Japan. And
Maybe.
where is your friend's man from? Is he Japanese?
Oh, he's Australian, so
Uh-huh.
my company is half Japanese, almost half, sorry, half of foreigner, and most of them were actually Australians.
Mm, okay.
Mm.
I never worked with Australian before. So I look forward to have a chance to work with Australian and see if it's all Australians. It's like that.
Nah, no, not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Kayla, I think
Okay,
that's it for our long chatting sections. Thank you
no worries.
to to
Thank you so much.
free your time and have this long chat and conversation. So take care. I hope you have a good day.